Hey, pandemic comrades. Don't judge the onesie. I'm not trying to get all dressed up. It's just because since this has happened, every time I put on a pair of jeans, which is pretty much all I own, I feel like a stuffed sausage. And maybe it's because of all the bread I'm eating, but it's just not the comfort house, loose, ready for whatever is gonna change that day. We've had a lot of stuff change for us. So my husband owns an event rental company, and it's a pretty big, small business. We employ a lot of people, and there's a lot of moving parts going on right now, and it's been really, really stressful. So he's on the phone quite a bit, trying to, I think that the phone is actually growing out of his face right now, but you know, our government's being amazing, and we feel really supported, but you know, there's a lot of moving parts to this situation. Baby cakes. Are you gonna do some math? Okay, maybe after, okay? Plus, Daddy's the math guy, not me.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, so I don't even know where I was going. Anyhow, so here I am, not feeling like a stuffed sausage in my onesie, cursing every time I have to pee, and making bread and figuring out life as we know it right now. So hopefully, once my husband's business is all kind of figured out in whatever direction that that's gonna go, then I will be able to spend more time in my studio. Because truthfully, this pandemic doesn't really change my life that much. I'm a homebody. My studio is in my rental suite. I don't even need to leave my property to work. I'm used to spending a lot of time by myself, and I'm just fortunate that I'm one of those people that it's not life as usual, but it's not a drastic change. Like for a lot of people, they're gonna have a really difficult time, and they're gonna get a little stir crazy and cabin fever, and hopefully my really boring videos will help you kill some of the time, because I'll tell you that most of my time is watching paint dry. So maybe watching me make bread is not as bad as watching paint dry. So, like my last video I showed you, I washed my hands, of course, because I do that every 10 minutes now, even if I have, look at the size of that! Ah! That's bigger than the last one. The sifting, it works. Ooh, ooh. So, this is incredible actually. Wow. This is kind of the fun part. I'm just gonna have a sip of wine. So, what the instructions say is that now that it's gone through its first rise, it's gonna let air in there. So you need to pound the crap out of it. I think I need a little bit of flour. Once you see this thing come out of the oven, you're gonna be like, yeast and flour is on the top of my list. All right, so I can actually hear the air come out of there. Oh. Oh, there it is. Yeah. My husband's weirded out by the whole video thing. He'll get used to it. Anyhow, okay, so as we were pounding the air out of the bread, I don't really hear any more coming out of there. So now I'm gonna cut it in half. now I need to decide. Maybe I'll do two different ones. I'll honor the French version and I'll honor the Italian version. I gotta say that like I have a heavy heart for Italy right now. So, I mean, we're not far behind, but so we'll do a round one for Italy and a long one for the French. You know what? I actually feel the difference from the first time. The dough feels almost silky. It's a different consistency. And then this one I'll do long. I'm gonna bake them both at different times. What happened when I read the recipe, and I can add the link to the recipe that I have, they suggest for a really nice crispy bread to have what they call a baking stone. And I don't really know what that is, but I had this like stone for the barbecue, so I figured it's gotta be kind of similar. The only problem is that it kind of shattered. So a couple of pieces came off. So I think I can already tell that this rise is like way bigger than the last one. So I don't know how big the second rise is going to be. So I think I'm only gonna bake one at a time. It only takes like half an hour for it to bake. So I'll do the French one first. So I'm going to stretch it out. I don't want it to be too thin. Like, I don't really want a baguette. I want something big enough to be able to go in the toaster. It might become like 3 times the size of this. I don't really know. They recommend that you slash it, and I'm sure that has something to do with air coming in there. Alexa, stop the timer. So I'm just gonna slash it gently. And I mean, come on, it also looks really good too. So I'm sure there's science behind this. It's not just aesthetics. So you can see that kind of looks like. And I'll get this one ready. Round. This is the first time I do a round one. Never done a round one, so. And I don't really know how those slashes go, but. Well, I mean, what does it look like when you buy it at the bakery? It's probably the same as this. So I'll just do slash, slash, slash. They do say to use cornmeal to put on top. I don't have cornmeal. I don't even know what that is. So the last time I just put a little bit of olive oil. So I think I'm gonna do that again. 'Cause it turned out nicely. Slather it there. I should have preheated my oven earlier, but maybe I got a little distracted with my wine. So I will, I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out.